I'm Tamara.
I'm Rel.
And this is Fearful Friends Podcast.
That didn't feel right.
Sure.
Sorry, we're just still getting to the swing of things.
Yes. Welcome back to my closet.
It's nice in here.
It's quiet.
Very quiet. It's the only place in the world that's quiet anymore.
Especially in my house.
What's new?
Nothing. I've been driving a lot. I'm sorry.
I think we forgot what her name was.
Her name
Tidia?
is Tidia.
Okay. Sorry. I would have made that the episode name of the last episode, but I didn't know how to spell Tidia.
Right. Exactly.
I was like,
I think it's Titty dash AH. So I was just listening to our last episode, and you were talking about people wearing like flesh-toned.
yes, salmon-colored leggings.
So I was at a splash park, and
Oh, no.
this lady, I swear to God, I thought she was naked for like 15 full seconds. She was wearing just a like skin-colored bathing suit.
Why,
It was
though?
like so close to her skin, and I was just like jaw, like.
Do you think she knew?
Yeah.
They had to,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Like, where do you even get a bathing suit that color?
Target.
Really?
Yeah, Target wants you to free the titties.
Ugh.
Definitely.
Oh, I do, trust
Do
me.
people still shop at Target? Remember how it was like everything for like a really long time?
Yeah.
And it was like, gotta make a Target run. That was like the whole thing.
I can't afford to shop there, so I don't know.
also cannot afford to shop at Target anymore. Or Walmart.
Right.
They're both too expensive.
Yeah.
I get everything in bulk at BJ's now.
I know. I should start shopping. I really, really want a Costco hot dog.
She's been talking about hot dogs all day. This is the fourth mention of her eating hot dogs. And she had 2 hot dogs for lunch.
I thought that I could, like, hit the craving with a Sonic hot dog, and it just didn't. I just really want that. Okay.
Well, you're like sandwiched in between 2 Costcos.
I know. And I passed by one of them twice today.
So why didn't you stop in? Do you have a Costco card?
I do, but like also going into Costco makes me hyperventilate.
Yeah. You don't think it's gotten slower since the other one just opened?
No.
Really? That sucks.
Also, I don't go in there, so.
Can you get curbside hot dogs?
They should do that.
I bet they do.
I mean, they're still $1.50. Like, you could take
Yeah.
your whole family to dinner there. You get a hot dog
$3
and a
a
drink.
person. Boom.
Not
Is it
even.
$1.50 for the hot dog and the drink?
And the drink, yes.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
So you get 2 hot dogs for each person. It's $3 a piece. You get dinner for 4 for $12.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Tell me about it. Plus, they've got samples. They're usually disgusting, but.
That's not true. I've always had very good samples. Stay away from the seafood.
Oh, they do have the crab dip, though. That's good.
You know what irks me? We do sampling too at my store, but like we'll do like seasonal produce and stuff like that. And the lady that does our sampling, she will use, we are supposed to be like a sustainably conscious store, you know, which like, no grocery store is sustainable in the long run. But she will literally put a single cherry in a plastic cup with a lid.
With a lid?
Yeah. And it's just like so fucking pointless. When she's wearing gloves, she could just grab the cherry by the stem and put it in the customer's hand. Or we could use like little paper liners,
Yeah.
and like, or she could recycle the plastic cups, but no. The customers throw the plastic cups in the garbage and they spit the cherry pit out on the floor.
Why do people do that?
Disgusting. Do you know how many I fucking hate cherry season. And it also goes hand in hand with watermelon season. Guess who's getting douched weekly with watermelon? This bitch. While she slips and falls in a cherry pit. I'm fine. Like, I'm grabbing like the baskets, the shopping baskets, and just gloving up and scooping out handfuls of fucking cherry pits that people just spit in the baskets.
I know. It was the same thing at Winn-Dixie. Always in the like
Everywhere.
hand baskets. There's always, you're like, well, what is that in the corner? It's always a cherry pit.
They're on the shelves. They are everywhere. They're on our registers. It's fucking foul.
It really is.
Spit your pit in the garbage. How is this such a complicated thing?
Spit your pit.
Spit your pit.
Don't spit it out. Just take it out of your mouth. God.
You know what?
Disgusting.
Fucking swallow it. Be a man.
Really?
Swallow it whole. I hope you choke.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, that does irk me when, we don't recycle the plastic cups. She's just doing like one little cherry. And it was like, she does the same thing with like when we do, like blueberry season, one single blueberry in a cup. Lid on the cup. Here you go, customer.
Is that like...
She's just fucking stingy.
From your company or like...
I think she's just stingy with the samples. And then like when she does like anything like liquid, she has the same size cup. It's a little 2-ounce cup. And she will just do like the tiniest little sip. Like it's enough for you to go, oh, that's a hint of something good. Because I barely got a sip.
That was liquid.
It's funny. I hate sampling shit.
But like, does she have to use the lid or is she just doing that?
I think she does it so that she can like walk away from the table, but she never does. She still stands there the whole time. Because like that's her job.
What does the lid have to do with walking away?
Well, you can't have like open food, which is like so funny because like we sell cherries like open, they're just in a bag with holes in them, but you can't like have open food because like, somebody could come lick the cherry, put it back. I don't know.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. It's just like really funny to see like when she samples chips, she will put one single chip. Sometimes she'll have to break the chip in half to put it in the cup. Wow. And I'm like, just hand people the chip or like use napkins. Just put the chip on the napkin. Here you go, customer.
Yeah.
And then we don't have all the plastic waste. But whatever. Fuck me, I guess.
Costco uses the paper sometimes.
Yeah. It's like little fucking cupcake liners. We have them. You know why I know that we have them? Because they have sent us them for like every holiday, like Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, where you're supposed to do chocolate covered strawberries. Mm-hmm. My bakery never does them because they think it's optional. And I'm like, wow, you just lost thousands of dollars worth of sales because you didn't jump on board. So we've never used any of the liners that they send us for those. And they're the perfect size. They're this big. It was just enough to hold a fucking cherry. Like, or a strawberry. Use them. We have like 6 rolls of them.
So, because I'm not working, I was on Reddit.
That's a good use of your time.
That sounded wrong. No. I was getting stories.
Like if you were working, you wouldn't be on Reddit? Because I don't think that's true.
They have blocked Reddit at work, so.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
But no, I was looking up like work stories so I could tell a story from Reddit because I don't have any stories to bring to the table.
I have a story, not work related. Almost died today.
You almost died today.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Then I want to hear your Reddit story.
I cannot believe I'm like 80% sure you're exaggerating so much.
Probably.
Okay.
But it could have happened.
Okay.
Okay. So as I was driving down here on 95, there's 3 lanes.
Yeah.
I'm always in the middle lane because it's the safest one. And then just ahead of me, maybe like 50 feet ahead of me, there's one car in the left lane and one car in the right lane. So the car in the left lane merges to get into the middle lane. So he's like right in front of me. And then, he's right in that lane. The car in the right lane didn't realize that the guy in the left lane had merged over. And then he wanted to merge into the middle lane. And he just fucking like went and didn't stop. And I'm sitting there watching him. He's like got his blinker on and he's starting to go left. And I'm just like, like slow motion, like, what do I do? And I just like laid on my horn and I was like, beep, 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 beep. Okay. And then he fucking swerved so hard to the right. He literally came 3 inches from hitting the concrete barrier. And then he like fucking swerved back to the left. And I was like, he's going to hit that fucking car. And then I'm going to hit those cars when they come to a stop. Am I exaggerating? Maybe. But on the other hand, I think I saved a life today.
Yeah.
Or maybe if he had hit the concrete barrier, I probably contributed to a death.
Yeah. Well.
Because he was like, who's honking? Ah!
No, none of that was your fault. Oh my God. Yeah.
Exaggeration or not?
I almost got into an accident because I was throwing ice at my daughter in the car while I was driving.
Why?
She threw it
just
first.
For like funny?
She fucking threw it first.
No ice fights in the car while you're driving. Maybe wait till you get to a red light.
We were at a red light. The person
Same
in front of me was
rules
just
as
stupid.
tickling. No tickling while driving.
Okay.
Tell me your Reddit story. Sorry.
Okay. So this is called Karen and the Rotisserie Chicken Mix-Up.
Oh, God.
It's posted by I Work Here, Yes. I used to work at a big warehouse store with a food court and a deli. One busy Sunday afternoon, a woman, let's just call her Karen, walked up to the food court counter holding a rotisserie chicken. She looked upset and immediately slammed the chicken down on the counter. I told her politely that the food court only handles hot food orders and returns or refunds can be handled at the front desk. She wasn't having it. She then claimed she was allergic to rosemary, which is sometimes in the seasoning, and started waving her arms like she was breaking out in hives. But honestly, her skin looked normal. I radioed for my manager and grabbed the chicken to give to them. I checked the packaging. It was about 2 days old, which is within the normal sell-by date for the chickens. Then I noticed something else. She had eaten most of it already. Like, only a drumstick and some bones left, which is very typical of returns.
Yeah. Here's an empty bag. It was so gross.
My manager came over and I explained the situation. Karen launched into a dramatic speech about food poisoning and how she felt disrespected. The manager asked for the receipt. Here's the kicker.
Wait, food poisoning? How did we go from I'm allergic to rosemary to food poisoning?
Like, if you're allergic to rosemary,
If you're allergic to rosemary, why are you buying the herb seasoned chicken without checking what herbs are in it?
Right. Here's the kicker. Karen didn't even buy that chicken. The receipt was under someone else's membership, a guy named Greg Munson. My manager just stared at her and then asked her to leave. When she refused, security was called and Karen was escorted out, quote, escorted.
I was going to say she's doing air quotes for some reason.
She yelled over her shoulder the typical, "Do you know who I am?" And all I could think was, well, I know you're not Greg Munson. But it left out part where, right after they say, it's like the funniest part. Like, the receipt was under someone else's membership account, a guy named Greg Munson. She goes, "Greg's my husband and we're very spiritual."
Why?
Why
Why does anyone need to know that?
So
God damn it.
So that's when the manager asked her to leave.
Yeah,
We're
goodbye.
very spiritual.
It's like, okay, so I'm supposed to give you money? Okay. Sorry.
And my mom worked at one of these like big box warehouses.
I was going to say, was this a Costco?
Probably was.
Do they call that a food court?
Yeah, it says food court up on.
Oh, it does.
Right,
I didn't know
yeah.
that. I haven't been to Costco since you and I lived together.
I remember one time she told me that, like, we have a lot of snowbirds.
Mm-hmm.
So they came back and they had one of those giant cans of crab claw meat.
Oh, God.
And the lady, comes in with an attitude. And like, because it's Costco, it's huge. It's like a can of tuna.
And I'm
but
sure it was out of
huge.
date by exactly 1 year.
Right. So she takes it and slams it down on the counter. And I don't know, she was like mad over something. Like they wouldn't let her return it. Like something was wrong. And like Costco lets you return everything. So like it probably wasn't even something that they
It probably wasn't even something that they carried. Yeah.
So they just could not return it. She slams it down on the counter, but because it was so old, it had gone so bad, the can exploded all over the girl at customer service. And so rotten crab meat rained down all over her.
Now that's a fucking story.
Yeah. And she, had to go home, obviously, because she was covered. And like, she said she smelled for days.
Did she fucking
would, like,
come
shower
back?
And shower. No, not that day.
But like, I mean, I would have just been like, you know what? Retail's not for me. All right. I think I'm done.
No, she still works there.
To this day? Oh my God. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Stories.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. That happens all the time with fucking snowbirds. And like half the time it's just because like they go back to New York without emptying out their fridge.
That's disgusting.
It happens all the time. You would not believe the shit that people are returning. And like, I mean, you would because you saw it. But like, I'm still getting, you can bet your ass, like every October, November, my bins will be full of stuff that's a year out of date. And it's like milk, yogurt, cottage. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing? You don't clean out your fridge before you leave the state for 6 months?
Even then, I would just throw it away. Like, what is wrong? Like, going and taking it back to the store would never cross my mind.
A part of you is just like, they're so rich, why does it matter? But then Matt always tells me, how do the rich stay rich?
Scamming?
Nickel and dime fucking everything.
All right. My baby is awake, but...
Is your daughter watching him?
Content.
I don't hear any crying.
Yeah.
Oh, did you turn your volume all the way down? Sorry, we're both staring at the baby monitor.
All right. Today, Rello, we're going on a summer road trip. 2,000 miles all the way to Montana. Are you ready, kids?
Let's get walking.
Maybe she'll say, aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, I went, these boots were made for walking.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
That's not even the right words.
No. Okay.
We're doing great.
So I'm going to tell you about a roadside attraction today. Are you intrigued?
Kind of.
Okay.
Is it the Flintstones one?
No. I've seen that one, though. I didn't stop.
Well, that's why it closed.
Right.
Because people stopped showing up.
I feel like it didn't need to be opened in the first place. They just could leave it there, and it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. Charging admission to that? To see some stone buildings and some rocks?
Yeah.
Kind of silly.
So, me and you.
Oh, us.
We are on our bestie road trip to Montana.
Why would we go to Montana?
I don't know.
I want to go to the mountains. Are there mountains in Montana?
Yeah.
Oh.
We are traveling through the pine-covered hills just outside Columbia Falls.
Okay.
And there's an eerie old-fashioned sign ahead that says Montana Vortex and House of Mystery. In this scenario, we say no words. We just like telepathically know we're going in, or maybe we're like pulled there magnetically.
I don't know what's going on right now, but I like this. This makes me feel like it's like, are we doing like a choose your own ending kind of deal? You're going to be like, do you go through the door or do you shave your armpits? Make your choice.
No. I just needed to set the scene.
I love it.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So you're ready.
So this is a real place. This isn't you fucking punking me like the No End House or whatever.
That story
where I was like, it's real, we're gonna go. And then you're like, bitch, it's not real.
No, this is very real. So the Montana Vortex is one of America's strangest roadside attractions. It's spooky and weird, or as I like to call it, wookie.
Fuck you.
Which is
I hate you.
Origin of the name of the term woo-woo, like very woo-woo. And so just drink every time I say the word woo-woo.
Oh, well, I only have like 2 sips of beer left. I'm going to need another beer.
All right, listeners,
Text your daughter. Text your daughter and tell her to bring me a beer.
I haven't trained her for that yet. She's babysitting right now. So
I'm fascinated that that's where woo-woo came from.
It's not. I made that up. That was just a joke.
Damn it, Tamara.
Spooky and weird. We call it wookie or woo-woo.
That made so much sense, though.
So, gravity goes sideways, people grow and shrink right in front of your eyes, balls roll uphill, and no one, not even physicists, can totally explain what's going on here. According to the people who run the place and a large number of TripAdvisor reviews, the Montana Vortex is a, quote, genuine energy field where the laws of physics and perception are ignored. The owners claim it's one of several naturally occurring vortexes on Earth. Similar to spots like Oregon's Mystery Hill, so that's a Google deep dive for another day. Siri, remind me tomorrow to Google Oregon's Mystery Hill. Okay, where was I?
Oh, she's actually going to do it.
Thank you, Siri.
Technology's so scary.
Half the time she doesn't ever find me. It's usually when like I can't find my phone. I'm like, Siri,
help!
Where are you?
Help me!
And sometimes she'll go, right here.
Is that helpful?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Like right where? Can you tell me if you're next to the fridge?
Are you in my bag or in my car?
Is it hot where you are? What's the weather like?
Did you do my laundry? Owners claim it's one of the several naturally occurring vortexes on Earth, like Oregon, Mystery Hill, or the infamous Bermuda Triangle. People have reported odd experiences there since the 1930s. And I'm not talking funhouse mirror type illusions. We're talking grown adults arguing over who got shorter when they switched places on a wooden plank. You haven't seen anything about this?
No.
Okay.
Never.
The owners of this land even built a little house called the House of Mystery right in the middle of the vortex to really let you feel the disorientation. The walls have warped, the floors are slanted, but the real mind trip is how your sense of balance and perception gets totally fried. People literally walk like they're drunk in there.
But, like, could that just be, like, them, like, maybe they, like, leaned into it and kind of, like, built that place?
Yes.
So that it feels more disorienting?
Could be, yes. Some even report nausea or headaches, while others say they feel energized and more in tune with the universe.
I almost just died.
I don't think you would have died. See,
that was an exaggeration. My nose ring got stuck on my can.
On her pop top.
You should be very careful when you have your septum pierced.
Okay.
Sorry.
Anyway, where was I? Are we going?
I'm really sorry. Yes.
Okay.
We'll leave that in for fun.
Yeah. So are we going, Rel?
Yeah.
We're entering into this.
I'd love to go to Montana during the
me too.
winter.
Yeah.
Oh, the snow. They get wicked bad snowstorms.
Yeah. Good answer, Rel. So, a fun fact, the vortex is also located along what some call a
oh my God.
ley line.
Oh. I thought you were going to say an Indian burial ground. And I was like, yes, it makes sense.
Which is an invisible spiritual highway, the ley line. These ley lines supposedly connect vortexy woohoo spots.
What?
There's woohoo. Vortexy
Woohoo just makes
spots.
me think of sex in The Sims. I'm going, woohoo.
Woo-woo.
Woo-woo. That's what you meant to say.
Yes, woo-woo spots around the world like Stonehenge, the Great Pyramids, Ayers Rock, Machu Picchu, and my mom's house.
Your mom's house is on a ley line, or is that a joke?
Joke.
I was like, that does explain why it's haunted there.
The main attraction is the shrinking and growing effect.
Do you want to grow or shrink some more?
Both, obviously.
At the same time, which would make me the same height.
Yeah. The owners have measurement boards outside on a slope plank. 2 people stand on either end and appear noticeably different in height.
How do I fucking check and make sure that their measurements are accurate on the sign?
I no, it's like the boards that you walk. I don't know.
I feel some trickery is afoot.
There's pictures. Then they switch sides and poof, their sizes seem to flip. Even young kids notice the change, and it's been filmed thousands of times on YouTube, so give that a search.
Maybe I will.
You got your arms crossed. You're very... You just like crossed.
I don't know what to do with my arms.
Like,
I'm very skeptical right now. Very, very.
Yeah.
I am skeptical because I immediately am just like, it's trickery. They made the wood weird. The blanks.
So that's the shrinking and growing effect. It won't work on your unsolicited sausage selfies, though, so don't.
Did AI write this for you, Tamara? That's a funny joke.
I did not write that joke, I will say that.
I knew it. Bringing up a sausage.
Unsolicited sausage
She's just got
selfie?
fucking hot dogs on the mind all the time.
My husband did leave me sausage, actually, so.
A sausage selfie?
No.
Oh, fantastic.
No, God.
Actual sausage is the best. Ooh, I gotta tell Mia to take the sausage out of the freezer. Brecky. Hello.
Okay.
I hear a fussy baby again.
So he might fall back asleep. Okay.
Good.
So is it the slanted ground a perception trick, or is something messing with gravity? I think we know what it is.
I think it's definitely a trick.
Yeah. The science buzzkills say it's an illusion based on forced perspective and sloped surfaces.
I think buzzkill's a very harsh word. It's not a buzzkill if it's the truth.
I trademarked it.
She TM'd it. Look at me, crossed arms again. I'm getting mad.
There's no magical energy field But the owners say skeptics are always welcome and many leave just as puzzled. The vortex also has what they call a, quote, portal in the forest. Visitors have claimed to feel sudden cold spots like an icy gust of wind whooshing through, even on hot summer days. One woman allegedly passed out there and said she woke up feeling like she had left her body. She was on ayahuasca.
I was going to say, like, or she just passed out. The one time I ever fainted, I had a legit out-of-body experience where I like hit my head on the kitchen counter. I thought I was a little person. Like, I had, in my head, I was like hovering over my body and I had like shrunk. It was so fucking weird. And like when I came to, I was like, what happened? And my mom's like, you just fucking went down and hit your head on the table. And I was like, because in my brain, I shrunk, ran forward, and then hit my head on the table.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But like in real life, I was just like, wham, bam.
Oh my God, Rel, that is creepy.
Yeah. I guess in my hallucinations, I am a little person.
That was like more than a hallucination. That is creepy. Okay.
Oh, maybe there's a portal in my brain.
Oh my God. So the portal's sending people to other dimensions, apparently.
I would love to see it.
You're right.
Here we go.
So they also do energy readings and aura photography. So yes, it's very woo-woo.
Woo-woo. Very woo-woo. Very, very. Your aura's very yellow. And it's like, well, then change the setting on the camera.
Calm down. People bring their crystals. Some claim to see spirits.
You can't see my crystal right now. Guess where it is?
I keep mine in my bra.
Is that real?
At work sometimes.
Oh, do you?
Then I just started putting them up on my desk, and they're just pretty.
Yeah, they are pretty. The rose ones are really pretty.
Yeah.
I love a black one, too.
I have to go with amethyst every time.
Is that purple?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cute. Well, purple is your favorite color. What is the black one? Onyx?
Yeah, onyx or, God, it starts with an O.
Onyx.
I want to say Ophelia, and that's not
That's
it.
not it.
No.
Oracle. That's not right either.
Damn it. So the gift shop is full. The gift shop is full of energy-infused trinkets. Yes, there are even vortex-themed energizing shot glasses, whatever that means.
But they're shot glasses for your green tea shots.
Yeah. But here's where it gets extra fearful.
Woo-woo?
Fearful frenzy.
Oh. Was there a real-life murder?
Gets fearful frenzy. Get it? Like frenzy?
Yeah. Was there a frenzy?
No, but I just...
Well, then wait.
That said frenzy. Fearful frenzy. Okay.
You're
sorry.
adorable.
Listen.
Her mind was just like blown up.
Yeah. Some visitors had reported supernatural encounters, whispers in the woods.
Ooh, I don't like that at all.
I know. Shadowy.
Hit me with a cold breeze, but do not fucking whisper in my ear.
Don't do anything to me in the woods, okay?
Oh, you can fuck me in the woods.
No, wait. Okay.
But don't whisper in my ear.
Just nibble it a little bit.
Just a little bit lower, a little bit lower, a little bit lower.
Shadowy. So whispers in the woods, shadowy figures just beyond the trees, tech malfunctions, phones dying in specific areas of the property.
That would piss me the fuck off.
I know. One local legend says a time slip happened in the 1980s where a couple disappeared briefly and reappeared in the same spot, but thought they had only been gone for minutes when hours had passed. Who saw them like disappear and reappear? Like if
I bet no one saw that. I bet they left the tour group. She gave him a BJ, and then they got back, and they were like, "We weren't anywhere. We were here the whole time."
It's really weird here, guys. You're a sicko.
Everyone's getting fucked in the woods.
Okay. And then, oh my God, I wrote pause. Things are tapping on me and I'm a little high and scared to look behind me.
What have I told you about writing stories while you're high?
I remember this. I was laying on my bed on my belly, just like same exact scenario as
The last time we recorded and you said something touched your foot or something?
Yes. So things were not tapping on me. I was having like a muscle twitch. You ever get a muscle twitch?
Oh,
It
yeah.
feels like someone's tapping.
Yeah.
So that's what was happening. But I was in the dark of my room. The baby was sleeping and I just like came in just to stare at him and like write.
Just to stare at him and write.
Yeah. And then things started tapping on me and I was really scared. But also I was high. Okay.
That's tragic.
I know. God. It's the same place now. Okay. Anyway. A group of ghost hunters once brought a spirit box to the vortex and claimed to hear a voice say, "Don't stay."
Mm. It would have been easier if you just said go.
Get the fuck out.
Like, isn't that just using like a lot of your ghost energy just to say 2 words?
Right. Don't.
You just said go. It's 2 letters.
I don't know.
1 syllable.
Anyway. What do you think about time slips? Do you think time slips are real, or are we just like using it as an excuse to obviously cover up your nasty doings in the woods?
That. Definitely.
You don't think time slips are real?
You just like disappear for a moment and then come back and you're like, wow, that was weird.
Just like intrigues me stories about people that are like driving down the highway and they're like, oh, I left my house at 2:00. Like here, I texted my mom right at 2. Hey, I'm leaving. I'll be there at 3:00 because my mom lives an hour away. And then all of a sudden I was at her house and it was 2:10. And I don't know how I got there so quickly when she lives an hour away and I have proof on my phone. Or it's like the exact opposite where
maybe she had maybe the text didn't go through until she had already left. So it just looked like she had gotten there in 10 minutes. Maybe her clock in her car was wrong. Maybe she didn't change it for daylight savings.
So you're not on the
no,
time slip.
Everything has an explanation. Sorry, Tamara.
I just remembered on Father's Day, I ran into my arch nemesis again.
On Father's Day?
Yep. I was getting
Last weekend?
Yeah, I was getting rich breakfast. The
How?
motherfucker is always in front of me. I don't know.
He probably thinks you're fucking stalking him.
But next time I see him, I'm just going to trip him.
You're going to call him out?
No, I'm just going to stick my ankle out.
Then you're going to hurt your ankle. Worth it. Because that man is solid as a rock. Actually, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen him before.
It's not the guy that has tattoos all over him. He is very nice.
I don't know.
He's not one of the brothers, I don't think.
I can't even remember what any of them look like.
Douches.
Yeah.
Douche brothers.
Douches.
Yeah. Anyway.
So you are firmly in the time slip.
I just think they're really cool stories. Or it's like the exact opposite when people are like, I was driving down the road, whatever. I left work at 5:00 and then all of a sudden it's 8:00 and it's dark out and I'm only a mile away from work and I don't know what happened, like lost time. Like that shit's crazy.
I know sometimes when I go to work in the morning, I have no recollection of how I got there. I have no idea if I ever stopped for a red light, and it's just because I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I probably did run a couple reds.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 4 a.m. and nobody should be awake at that time.
Yeah. No, well, that's insane.
Lost time or just a sleepy girl?
So the Montana Vortex, probably just a really fun place to witness an illusion, but there's something like charming about like places like the roadside Americana.
Oh, I love it.
Paranormal curiosity. It's just like weird enough to be creepy. At the end of the day, it's either an optical illusion, a real magnetic vortex,
That's
or
where
just
Tamara sits.
a tourist trap in Montana. Yeah.
And either way, it sounds like a good time.
I want it to be real.
Yeah, I would still go, and I'd have fun in the house, and I'd be like, "Look, I'm 5'3", like I've always wanted to be.
Oh my god, I shrank!
I'm a baby. Look at me, I'm just a baby. Honey, I shrank myself.
Yeah. So that is my story. We'll post pictures. Honestly, it just looks like a good time.
I'm down.
Yeah. I've definitely seen pictures of this before, like people go and visit it and just like post it online, but check it out. Check out our Instagram and our TikTok.
For that, send your stories, if you have any, to fearfulfriendspodcast@gmail.com.
Bye, friends.
Bye.